Okay, in this video we're going to look at stem and leaf plots. A stem and leaf plot is another way to display a list of, when you've got a list of data, and another way to compact it and to bring out things of interest, such as like the modal category, the one that's most popular, and things like that. So what we have is we have this graph, and we can see down here, so if we look at this example, we generally draw off sort of a couple of axes like so, and we've got the stem and we've got the leaf. Now the important thing is that we're given a key, or we write a key to explain. So what we see here, when we have this key 3-7, I'm going to indicate to the person reading it that actually means a 37. So in this example, the stem is going to be the tens unit, and the leaf will be the ones or the units. So what we need to do is put these numbers into the stem and leaf. Now they need to go from smallest to largest. So if we look here, our smallest number is 19. So what I'll do is that'll be my first row, where I have a stem of 1 and a leaf of 19. So my next smallest stem will be in the 20s, so the 20s. So I'm going to look at all these numbers that are 20. So I would write down my stem 20. Now if we look here, all the leaves are 6, so I put in the leaves 6, 6 and 6. Okay, my next category is the 30s. So if I look, I'm going to write the stem of 30. Now I have to put the smallest first, which is 3. So the leaf of 3, then the leaf of 7. Okay, and then I'm going to do the 40s. And if you look there, I've got 2 8s, 2 48s, and 1 49. So what you want to hope is that your leaves are all nice and spaced out evenly, so it looks like that. And what we can see too, if we look at this, we can see quickly what's the most popular category. So if we have a look here, the 20s had the most, as well as the 40s. So with this one, we might call this the modal category, but so this could be called the modal category, but so could this one. So when we have two modal categories, we often call this, it's known as bimodal. So we might just take note that, because there's two, bi meaning two. Alright, so if we go over here and we look here at the second example, we have a key that's saying 65, so I'm going to indicate to the reader that that means 65. If I look along here, up along my list, 40s seems to be my lowest number, so my first stem will be 4. And I've got a 41, so I'll put a 1. I've got a 42, so I'll put a 2, and that's it. And then I move into the 5s. So the lowest in the 5s is here, a 3, and then I have a 4, then I have another 4, like that, and then I also have an 8, so there's the 8. Then I have the 6, and my lowest 6 is 65, and I've got 2 of them, and then I have a 67, and the last leaf is a 9, so there we go. We look at these stem and leaves, we just have to be careful. Our stem is a little bit bigger, so you can see our numbers up here are all up in the 500s. So we're going to make our stem 2 numbers, and it's going to be 550, 55. So this indicates, we'll tell the reader that when we see that, it means 559. So if I look, we're looking for the smallest. So our smallest number along here looks like it is 543. So 54 is going to be my smallest stem. And then you look for all the ones in the 540s. So there's 543, there's 547, 544. But remember, our leaves have to be lowest to highest. So 3, then 4, then 7. Then my next stem will be 5, 5. And I'm looking for the 5 5s. I've got a 2, a 9, and a 2. So I'm going to do a 2, a 2, and a 9. Okay, so then I'm looking at my next stem, which will be 5, 6, and I've got one there, so just one leaf. Next one's 5, 7, and I have just one number there, which is 8. So what we want to make sure when we're checking that we have done everything correctly is you probably want to check that your leaves match the amount of numbers. So if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 leaves, so I've done that correctly. Now, just over here on this one, that we can show that 8/4 when we have a stem of 8, and this one is going to mean that it's 0.4. So we're going to, our stem has become a unit and our leaf is a decimal. So once again, just go through, find your smallest stem. So 5s look like it's the smallest, so 5, and I've got a 0.8, 2.8s, so I'd have 8 and 8. And then I might look at the 6s, so the 6s, I have 2 4s, so put my stem down, I've got a 4, and a 9, okay, and then so on. I won't keep going. And here are just more examples. So here they're indicating do the stem with 2 numbers and the stem with 1. So that would equal 86. Did we 2, 6, 9.